今天的森林有点乱，不是因为天气，也不是因为谁生气了，而是因为小灰狼的热心有点过了头。清晨，小鹿正在为明天的市集画海报，小灰狼见状，二话不说就从他手上拿走笔，我帮你画，我画得很快。小鹿还来不及说话，小灰狼已经画了满满一张。这不是我要的风格，小鹿小声说。他没听见，或者说他太专注于帮上忙这件事，没有听见。中午，小红狐狸准备搭建展示棚，小灰狼马上冲上去，我帮你钉钉子。还没等他回话，小灰狼已经啪的一声钉歪了支架，棚子整个斜了过来。我可以自己来，谢谢你。小红狐狸忍住脾气，整个下午小灰狼在这里帮一下，那里拉一下，嘴里一直重复我来帮你。但到了傍晚，森林里突然变得安静，没有人再请小灰狼帮忙了。他站在原地看着大家忙进忙出，却没有人叫住他。我只是想帮忙啊，他低声说，尾巴垂了下来。正在这时，浣熊从后方出声了，小灰狼，你能帮我一个忙吗？小灰狼转头，眼睛微亮了一下，我可以。果汁摊还没清点完，要不要帮我数一下杯子和冰袋够不够？交给我。小灰狼立刻跟上去，虽然动作还是很快，但比刚才稳了一些。他一边清点，一边做记录。浣熊在旁边微笑看着，什么也没说。等忙完之后，小灰狼一屁股坐到湖边草地上，大大的吐了口气。浣熊走过来，手里拿着2杯果汁，递了一杯给他。你今天好像走了很多路。浣熊坐下来，语气温和，我真的只是想帮大家呀，可是他们都不让我帮。小灰狼声音低低的，浣熊没有立刻回答，他只是看着湖面，过了好一会儿才说，我以前也有一段时间总觉得自己要帮上忙才会被留下。真的吗？小灰狼睁大了眼睛。我会抢着端茶、搬东西，整理每个人没整理的东西，但有时候我只是打乱了他们自己的节奏。那你怎么办？后来啊，有个朋友对我说，你已经是我们的一份子了，不需要一直证明什么。浣熊转头看向小灰狼，语气温和而坚定，你也是，我们都知道你很愿意付出，但有时候问一声比抢着做还有力量。小灰狼垂下头，点了点头。过了一会儿，米米也走了过来，坐在他们对面。他没有责怪，也没有说对错，只是从包包里拿出一本空白的笔记本和一支笔。你愿意明天帮我们做一件事吗？米米问。什么事？小灰狼抬头。我们想记录市集准备的过程，但需要一个观察员，不是帮手，是观察者。小灰狼一时没反应过来。你可以记下大家做了什么，说了什么，需要什么，但不需要帮忙。米米说不帮忙，他重复了一次。对，但你做的是让大家被看见。第二天，小灰狼拿着笔记本静静走在森林里，他不再抢着提东西，不再突然插手，只是坐在角落，记下小鹿为什么挑黄色笔，小红狐狸怎么试着调整摊位角度，偶尔他也会记下。小鹿现在好像有点累，但他没说。或狐狸今天比较安静，可能在想新想法。到了傍晚，他把笔记本交给米米，这是你今天看见的大家。米米接过，翻了几页，笑着点头。我好像真的有帮上忙了耶。小灰狼第一次笑得这么放心。市集当天，米米把那些笔记整理成一张感谢看见者的小卡，贴在布告栏上，最下面写着，谢谢那个静静在一旁却让每个人都被注意到的你。小灰狼站在卡片前，眼眶红了又亮了。那天晚上，米米坐在老树下， 打开自己的笔记本，一页一页地翻着，像是在回顾今天的每一幕。他记下小灰狼专注观察的样子，也记下他第一次愿意不行动的努力。帮忙不只是做什么，而是愿意放下一定要帮上忙的焦虑，静静陪在旁边。他写到这里停了下来，月光洒在页面上，像是一盏温柔的灯。也许我们都会有一段时候不知道怎么跟别人相处，想表达关心却用错了方式，但没关系，只要你愿意停下来，看见，问一句我可以怎么帮你，就已经很温柔了。The forest was a little chaotic today. It wasn't the weather, nor anyone's bad mood. Little Grey Wolf's enthusiasm had simply gone a bit overboard. Early in the morning, Little Deer was drawing a poster for tomorrow's market. Seeing this, Little Grey Wolf rushed over and snatched the pen from her hand without a second thought. Let me draw. I'm super fast at it. Before Little Deer could respond, Little Grey Wolf had already filled the page with drawings. This isn't really the style I had in mind, she murmured. But he didn't hear her, or rather, he was too focused on being helpful to notice. By noon, Little Red Fox was setting up her booth for the market when Little Grey Wolf dashed over. I'll hammer the nails for you, he shouted. Before she could reply, he had already hammered the support beam off center. The entire frame tilted sideways. I can handle it, but thank you, Little Red Fox said, holding back her frustration. But by evening, the forest had gone strangely quiet. No one was asking Little Grey Wolf for help anymore. He stood there, watching everyone busy with their tasks, but no one called out to him. I just wanted to help, he whispered, his tail drooping low. Just then, Raccoon called out from behind him. Little Grey Wolf, could you help me with something? Little Grey Wolf turned around, his eyes lighting up. I can. The juice stall isn't fully checked yet. Could you help count the cups and ice packs? Leave it to me. Little Grey Wolf jumped into action. His movements were still fast, but steadier than before. He counted while taking notes. Raccoon stood nearby, smiling quietly, saying nothing at all. Once the task was done, Little Grey Wolf plopped down onto the grass beside the lake and let out a long sigh. Raccoon walked over with 2 cups of juice, handing one to him. You've walked quite a bit today, he said gently as he sat down. I really just wanted to help everyone, but they wouldn't let me, Little Grey Wolf said in a quiet voice. Raccoon didn't answer right away. He simply looked out over the lake. After a long pause, he finally spoke. There was a time when I felt the same, like I had to be useful all the time in order to be accepted. Really? Little Grey Wolf's eyes widened. I used to rush around bringing tea, lifting things, tidying up what others hadn't, but sometimes I just ended up disrupting their rhythm. So what did you do? Eventually, a friend said to me, you're already one of us. You don't have to keep proving it. Raccoon turned to Little Grey Wolf, his voice gentle but steady. You've always meant well, but sometimes asking first carries more strength than jumping in. Little Grey Wolf lowered his head and nodded. After a moment, Mimi walked over and sat across from them. He didn't blame anyone or speak in rights or wrongs. He simply pulled a blank notebook and a pen from his bag. Would you be willing to help us with something tomorrow? Mimi asked. What is it? Little Grey Wolf looked up. We want to document the market preparations, but we need an observer, not a helper. Little Grey Wolf blinked, unsure how to respond. You'll write down what everyone does, says, and needs, but you don't need to jump in, Mimi explained. Not help? He repeated, puzzled. That's right. What you'll be doing is making sure everyone is seen. The next day, Little Grey Wolf wandered through the forest, notebook in paw. He didn't rush to carry things or insert himself into tasks. Instead, he quietly sat in corners, noting why little deer chose yellow markers or how Red Fox kept adjusting the booth angle. From time to time, he'd write things like, "Little deer seems a little tired, though she hasn't said anything," or "Red Fox is unusually quiet today, maybe thinking of a new idea." By dusk, he handed the notebook to Mimi. "This is what I saw today," Mimi said as he flipped through a few pages, nodding with a warm smile. "I think I really did help," Little Gray Wolf said, smiling with a sense of relief for the first time. On market day, Mimi turned those notes into a small thank you for seeing carved and pinned it on the forest bulletin board. At the very bottom, it read, "Thank you for quietly staying in the background and making sure everyone was truly seen." Little Gray Wolf stood in front of the card, eyes glistening. That night, under the old tree, Mimi flipped through his own notebook, page by page, like revisiting every moment of the day. He noted Little Gray Wolf's focused expression, and how for the first time he had chosen not to act. Helping isn't only about doing. Sometimes, it's the willingness to set aside the anxiety of needing to help and simply being present. He paused there. Moonlight spilled over the page like a gentle lamp. Maybe we all go through phases where we don't know how to connect with others when we mean well but get it wrong. But that's okay, as long as you're willing to pause to notice and to ask, "How can I help you?" That's already a very gentle kind of care.